sometimes when we are talking about development, we are just thinking about economic development. And development has a broader scales or objective. There is a social development, a cultural development, probably sometimes, and the main issue about development have to take into account all the dimension of human being, of society. And it's why I was talking about the cultural aspects that are very important. Also the environmental aspects. But sometimes the theory or the thinking about development is focused on economy or productivity or some issue like that, and miss or forget all the dimension of human life that are important and that make sense. Art is very important because art gives sense and meanings, and in life you have the condition of life, economy, ecology are about the condition of life, but you have also the sense and the deep meaning of life. And arts, culture works in this field of the sense and the meaning and the relation between human being, what we call mutuality, and how to live together, how to be a society, and what is the deep sense that we give to the social adventure or the collective adventure. And arts is very important for that part of society. Also art, you can be an economy, we can create jobs about, cultural industry, but it's not the most important from my point of view. The most important is that the space of the meaning, the space of edification, the space of sense is a space where artists can give a lot to human beings and society and groups.
The cultural sector is something like 11% of the BNP. Is it realistic?
Yes, it's realistic, but it's a ratio. It doesn't tell us much more about the amount in absolute, the quantity of resources. If you have a low GDP, 10% of a low GDP is not very important. If you have a big GDP, 1% of a big GDP is more than 10% of a low GDP. So it's just about the ratio. So the ratio say what is the choice and the trade-off they made, between sectors. It's important to say that, okay, we allow 10%, it means that it's important for us. But in absolute, it's not very important because, the resources are not very important. So we have to make efforts in that sense. Infrastructure are very important. The place where people can practice their arts. If you are a musician, so you have a place to rehearse, you have a place to perform. If you are, a videast or a cineast, you have places for that. Very important. Training is very important also. Infrastructure and training, and to have an ecosystem, not just investing on artists, but investing on the diverse part of the ecosystem. Yes, so to have a real market, but a real ecosystem where there is a value chain, so you can scale the production of cultural goods and have also a space where people meet, people interact, and people learn each from another and experience and try things. It's also important, to have this kind of spaces. Probably the best change came from the inside. And must be driven by the actor inside. And this actor, they can be helped, but they have to, start the process. I don't believe in the change coming from outside, like a plane or like I don't know what, and changing things from the global to the local. I think that the local must be, the head of the dynamics, and after you can, strengthen dynamics, but the dynamics must come from the ground and from the grassroots. I think that the change must be driven by the local actors, in their environment, artists, producer, and all the actors that are in a place are the experts of their place. They know their audience, they know how to deal with their audience, they know the key issue, they know the environment, so they are the best player to initiate the dynamic of changing. They can be helped, by global actors, but they have to be the first to move in that way. In Senegal, it's not very bad, because there is a long tradition of practicing arts in various disciplines, in music, in literature, in in painting, and there are some places, that exist, and the Senegalese artists are very creative. It's not so bad. I think that creativity, if the vision of investment is not just a financial vision, investing for returns on investment, and the return must be financial. If there is a broader or a larger vision of what is the returns, investing in creativity is important, because you can have financial returns, but you can have also social returns. And for me, the social returns are more important than the financial returns. And you can have important social returns, in the term of peace, stability, in the term of social cohesion, in the term of resolution of conflicts and something like that. So if the investor have a vision of what is social benefits of their investment, it's an important space to invest also.